Good afternoon, Epwn Lisbon. It's Mary Jo, and on behalf of the Federation and 18 City Network presidents, we want to congratulate you and the dedicated team of volunteers and committee leaders who have accomplished a great deal in less than a year. So I'm going to touch on 3 points, and Rike, who's there representing the Federation, can expand on these further. So the 3 things I want to touch on is Epwn Lisbon is now a role model, and you've raised the bar for all of us. Number 2 is Renaissance leadership. And 3, I want to close with the story of why I'm inspired daily to continue to push the progress of women, and why and how I build my own passion for this network. So number 1 is, how has Epwn Lisbon raised the bar? You've raised the bar because you have quickly been able to connect a terrific group of volunteers, dedicated volunteers, who in turn have launched more than 6 events in under 8 months, outstanding event topics and speakers that are highly relevant and thought-provoking in today's business economy and business environment and the challenges we all face. And you've also been able to connect with partners. You've been able to connect with partners who are existing corporate partners like Mercer and IE Business School. They've been collaborating at the Federation level and City Network level for many years now. You've leveraged their participative approach and their resources in building a successful network. And then finally, you're a role model because you've successfully leveraged the media. So the external visibility has been terrific. You've also focused on internal visibility. Monica, you've been persistent and articulate around sharing the profiles, the professional backgrounds, the intellectual contributions of your committee members and board members. And so we in turn have engaged many of your women early on in key projects like the European Union initiatives and programs, the mentoring programs, how to engage and get the support of key decision makers and men across business on the topic of pushing progress. So continue to do that. Please continue to raise the bar, challenge us, and push us. So the second topic is Renaissance leadership. During these difficult times, we need a new style of leadership to really take us out of the valley that we currently find ourselves in. And so what is a Renaissance leader? A Renaissance leader is able to tap into curiosity and knowledge across many different fields, to be able to tell stories, tapping into different fields of interest. Such important skills today when you think about what companies, cultures, cities, families, individuals are all going through as we all face very difficult times and are in the midst of it. So women as leaders can really tap into some core leadership skills around compassion, around empathy, around serving as trusted advisors to key clients, in global client relations. I think Rike is going to touch on the topic a bit on what we've learned from one of our financial services partners in terms of key women in top global client management roles. Women can really touch on the participative negotiation, the win-win aspects of leadership, and also inspiring beyond monetary currencies. So how do you tap into inspiration and pull teams of diverse backgrounds across cultures, generations, and genders? So women's ability to really tap into and go beyond currency, to tap into influence around building someone's network, building someone's skills, coaching someone, tapping into their passions, their purpose. So that's going to be a key element of Renaissance leadership. So we encourage all of you to tap into that. We encourage all of you not to avoid risk altogether. It's something that's very easy to do during these difficult times, but we encourage you to really explore risk in terms of your own career opportunities and explore risk in terms of new ideas around your organizations. Finally, I want to tell you just a brief story on inspiration. I am in London about to speak later this week at an Oxford conference that's focused on women, women's leadership in business and in overall society. I sent out an email yesterday to Portugal, Germany, Turkey, Romania, Poland, asking them for their own personal stories of hurdles and what are some obstacles that are not allowing them to progress as quickly as they would like. Because it's clear that we all have common goals, and our aspirations are to push the progress and opportunities for women at all levels, so there aren't obstacles in the way of us getting to what we define as success and where we want to be professionally. And the response was incredible. First of all, everyone responded within 4 hours with very insightful, very thoughtful comments and positive messages, and messages of opportunity. So I think the reminder to me is how collaborative our network is, how insightful and how sharing is just such a key element of the members of our network. And it was also clear to me that we each have our own story. All of the networks have their own story in terms of how they want to ultimately get to our end goal, our common end goal, but we all have different paths to take. So we're all at different stages. And I think that's the beauty of our federation and of our network. We can so often learn from one another's stories, and we really want to hear, and we encourage all of our networks to really develop their own story and to share their story over and over so it becomes a common story for all. So we want to hear the network story of Lisbon. We look forward to seeing how the event goes and hearing more, and we wish you a wonderful afternoon of going beyond the recession and looking at the Renaissance opportunities. So thank you, and best wishes.